very good to meet you. When did you start at Northern?
Good to meet me. Good to see me.
I have no idea who you are.
It's Sumit.
Sumit? Oh my God. I am so sorry, man. I have been working from home and talking to nothing and no one but my dog.
Are you okay?
I am fine. He hears me. And I swear he understands. He can't respond, but I swear he understands me. You just got to bear with me. It's going to take me a little bit of time to get used to you responding to me.
Take a deep breath. This is all real. It's happening.
Are you sure? There are cameras here.
That's what my question is. Do you know what we are doing here?
Well, I thought you know. I thought they were with you.
Me? No.
Yeah, I thought you were making like a documentary on your life or something.
God, I don't have that kind of money, or neither am I that kind of interesting person, so no.
Well, if it's not that, then what is it?
It's employee recognition today.
Oh.
That does make sense.
Okay, I got this, all right? Hello and welcome to the 2021 Northern College Employee Recognition Awards.
And yes, it is that time of the year now where we celebrate the bright and the best at Northern College.
Each of you has overcome countless obstacles to keep this place running smoothly over the past almost 2 years.
And yes, we have overcome a lot. I mean, coming to terms with the fact that we cannot wear sweatpants at work anymore. Like we have to wear the full jeans, full pants.
But we're back in the office now, and believe me, those of us roaming the halls don't hold any animosity towards those of you that are sitting at home on your couch in your sweatpants and, like me, talking to your dogs.
Have you set the stage yet?
I think so. I think we're comfortable here, and I think they're comfortable in there. So I think we can move on.
So let's kick off this celebration by celebrating people who have spent some time at Northern College.
Exactly. Please join us in congratulating these Northern College employees who are celebrating 5 years with us.
Will DeRoche is the man behind so many innovative initiatives at Northern, though many of us never get to see him in person. Working remotely, Will has been integral to the creation of a number of game-changing learning initiatives, with his coworkers lauding his creativity and work ethic. Will has been essential in the creation and expansion of Northern's global business, entrepreneurship, and technology courses. Congrats on your work anniversary, Will. Celebrating 5 years with Northern College is Mr. Welding himself, Ty Dearden. Described by his colleagues as a dedicated and passionate professor driven to inspire the best in his students, championing their efforts and working side by side with them as they develop the kinds of skills that create work-ready graduates. Thanks for your contributions, Ty. You are truly making a difference. Monique Lafond is driven by a love for her family, feeling amazed each day that she gets to spend time with her children and grandchildren, especially when she can spend that time with them at her favorite place, the cottage at the lake. Her perfect Saturday involves taking care of the old honey-do list and spending a relaxing evening sitting in the screened-in porch and taking in a thunderstorm. As a young woman, Monique dreamed of working as an airline stewardess, yearning to travel the world. But don't worry, she's happy to be traveling back to campus, citing the difficulty of connecting with students via email during COVID as one thing she won't miss about working from home. Andy Glembus is an all-around stand-up guy. That's according to his coworkers and boss. They say he's a flexible and dedicated worker, a team player that's always willing to lend a hand, often setting aside his own projects to ensure that his colleagues get the assistance they need. If that isn't what we're about here at Northern, I don't know what is. Congrats, Andy. When she isn't going for runs, ice fishing, hunting, and spending time with her family, Pam Villeneuve says her favorite thing to do is spend time at the cottage, where she's likely whipping up one of her favorite dishes. You see, cooking is a bit of a passion for her. One of her favorite things about working at Northern, and these are her words, folks, is the wealth of knowledge that surrounds her, a supportive and informative team that she says has helped shape her as a person and a professional. Welcoming a baby shortly before the advent of the pandemic, Pam says she's more than happy to return to the office, and frankly, so are we. Congrats, Pam. Pam, who we just mentioned, has a soul sister when it comes to a love for food. Just what does a perfect Saturday for Alicia Willette look like? Well, it starts with breakfast, crepes smothered in butter and maple syrup beside crispy bacon and fried eggs. Over easy. This, she says, will fuel her hike into the wilderness for a swim and that all-encompassing feeling of being lost in nature. The same goes for her favorite vacation spot, anywhere where nature is close at hand. When she isn't heading into the wild, Alicia is spending time with her family and friends who she says make her life complete and well worth living. Congrats on 5 years, Alicia. For Mary Lindsay, staying busy and active is everything, and that's no surprise for anyone who knows her. Mary's perfect Saturday starts early with a bike ride or a run, and if she has her way, she'll end up in the bush hunting and fishing with her family. She says it's always interesting with 3 teenage boys, but so long as she's out in the wilderness or out on the water, she's a happy woman. As for the time she spends with us at Northern, she says her fantastic colleagues are enough to make her forget this is actually work, and coincidentally that's what she missed most working from home this past year. Congrats, Mary. This anniversary is well-earned and well-deserved.
Sounds like the Northern experience is alive and well for most of our employees.
When she heads out on vacation, Amanda Farrow only has one destination in mind, the family cottage on Konogami Lake. There she'd like nothing more than to curl up with a good book and a bottomless cup of tea. Then she might think about a fun sewing project, but would get wrapped up in having the time to get all of it done. With that in mind, if she could have any superpower, she says it would be super speed, to get all of those wonderful projects done and still make time for the things she values most in life, her family. Congrats, Amanda. This is well deserved. Graham Payne can count himself alongside his passionate colleagues at our School of Welding in Kirkland Lake. This passionate team has created a world-class series of welding programs, and for Graham, that has always been the main priority. No matter what the project, Graham is always focused on how it contributes to growing the program, benefiting students, and building the kinds of partnerships that keep Northern Welding grads at the top of must-hire lists at home and abroad. Congrats on your anniversary, Graham. When Ashley Charette isn't helping students with navigating the difficulties of their studies, she loves nothing more than spending time with her family at camp, which coincidentally is what she would say is her perfect Saturday. Ashley is excited to be back on campus, saying she missed her Northern family and their unrivaled sense of humor. Oh, and the coffee breaks and birthday cakes. It's all about the good things in life. Congrats on your anniversary, Ashley. We all know a few things about John Harrington, and the first thing that springs to mind for each of us is his love of music and his endless tales of live performances. The second is his love for his French bulldog Lola. Oh, and lately his love for walking, getting those steps in with military precision. What discipline. When asked what he loves about his work, John will readily say his colleagues, and if he could have any superpower, it would be time travel, so he can go back in time and make some key investments and run some lottery numbers. And if we know anything about John, he'd be on the cover of Forbes in an awful hurry. Congrats, John. When Christina Jupp isn't holding the fort down at the registrar's office, she's tackling home renos at, well, home. Not only is this something she enjoys, it happens to be one of her favorite things. If she isn't tackling home projects, she's dreaming of old Montreal in Quebec, easily her favorite vacation spot where she'd love to grab a slice of pizza and think about the days when she dreamed of being a veterinarian. Well, we're glad you ended up here, Christina. Congrats on 10 years with Northern. When Amanda McLeod isn't driving results and making things happen, she loves winding down with her family at the cottage in Iroquois Falls. It's her favorite place, rain or shine, second only to her love for the north shore of Lake Superior, which coincidentally is her favorite vacation spot. Why fly somewhere when something that beautiful is just a short drive away? As a child, Amanda dreamed of becoming 2 things, a teacher and a unicorn. We'll let you figure out which of those dreams she's fulfilled. Hint, there's no one like her, and she does miraculous things with her passion for all things Northern. She loves working with the passionate people at Northern, and in her words, getting her done. Congrats, Amanda. Shauna Corello is an integral member of the East End Family Health Team, passionate about caring for her patients, honest in her dealings with them, and always does things to the best of her ability, with her coworkers eager to point out that she leaves nothing half done. She inspires her coworkers with her commitment to her patients, her family, friends, and community. Congrats on your anniversary, Shauna. Your coworkers say your work ethic is an inspiration, and your dedication is unmatched. When Kelly Torazan isn't heading up academic upgrading, she enjoys spending time with her family, whether it's traveling, hitting the sheets to curl, taking a swing at a golf ball, or going for a relaxing hike. Kelly says the easiest way to make her happy is to get her on a plane, destination, Europe. Kelly is an enigmatic leader with a firm vision of what needs to be done. Just don't count on her to wear a matching pair of shoes all the time. Kelly says that the thing she missed most about being in the office was the potlucks. Apparently she's known for her signature dish, Kraft dinner with wieners and hot sauce. Congrats, Kelly. Honest, trustworthy, and friendly. These are the words that spring to mind when you ask Mike Loney's colleagues what defines him as a person and as an employee. Known for the way he interacts with students, Mike is never afraid to pitch in where he can to expand the Northern experience. Whether it's donning an apron and manning the barbecue during orientation or dressing up as a ghoul to lend a hand at a student-haunted house. Congrats on this anniversary, Mike. Your colleagues look forward to more years with you on the team. Oh, and your wife's famous butter tarts. For Wendy Jibb, happiness is as simple as spending time with her beloved family, especially her granddaughter, whether it's out on the boat, at camp, or sitting around the campfire playing, as she puts it, cowboy chords on the guitar. Wendy knows how to have fun, but cowboy chords aren't the only song she likes. Her perfect Saturday morning involves a hot cup of coffee and the sound of birds singing the arrival of a new day. For Wendy, the most difficult part of working from home was being unable to see the look of relief on the faces of students as they begin to pass tests and succeed after years of struggle. That and graduation day. Congrats, Wendy. This anniversary is one that is well deserved. We're developing a bit of a theme here. Let's hear it for the Northern experience here at Northern. When Christina Connors isn't putting her time in on campus, she's out in the bush, spending time with her friends and family at the cottage, looking forward to hitting the water in her kayak, going for a hike, and rounding the day off around the campfire. Her perfect Saturday means sleeping in a bit and having a great breakfast. And if she could have one superpower, it would be flight, because it would help her get where she needs to be as quickly as possible, which could mean helping students a little bit more quickly, as she cites being able to help students overcome their obstacles to success as her favorite part of the job. Congrats on your anniversary, Christina. When Nicole Roy isn't deftly helping students navigate the difficulties of pursuing an education at Northern, she's spending quality time with her family and friends, working to be as active as possible. That's likely after she's finished her 3 hours of drinking coffee from what we can only assume is a bottomless Yeti mug. Once the coffee is taken care of, she loves nothing more than to spend time in her backyard with her family, enjoying some barbecue and campfire shenanigans. As for her time at the college, she says her colleagues are simply the best around and loves nothing more than seeing students overcome obstacles and succeed. That's the Northern way. Congrats, Nicole. This anniversary is well deserved. When Lori Scott isn't making sure all of your paperwork is in order, she's thinking about her perfect Saturday, waking early to enjoy a warm cup of coffee on her deck before tackling some home renos, a recent passion of hers. When she isn't making use of her newly acquired power tools, she dreams of travel, and of all the great places she's visited, and of the places she hasn't yet. Although Lori missed her co-workers during COVID, she said she didn't miss the cafeteria. With the call of Putin just a little fainter in her living room than her office, as a result she lost 20 pounds working from home. Congrats, Lori, and I swear, my Wimmis is up to date. When Angela Bourgeois isn't asking you if you've tried restarting your computer, she's spending time on her farm with her family and beloved horses. So much so that she describes her perfect Saturday as brushing her horses, spending time with family, and feeding her chickens their crack, as she puts it. Then taking a long horse ride with her daughter. When Angela dreams of vacation, the location doesn't really matter to her, so long as she can spend most of her time on horseback. As for working from home, Angela says seeing people digitally just wasn't the same, and she missed her co-workers dearly, just not the spiders that frequent her office. Congrats, Angela. When Aaron Klooster isn't leading the academic side of operations at the college, he's spending time with his family, who he says makes everything in his life worth it. As a child, Aaron dreamed of becoming an astronaut and says he would have set foot on Mars by now, but that dream is still alive in Lego form in his office. As for the perfect Saturday, he'd spend it in the ballpark, likely eating his favorite food, Italian, citing that Italy taught the world how to eat. And if given the opportunity for a life-changing superpower-activating accident, he'd keep his fingers crossed that he unlocked time travel, likely so he can set foot on Mars. In the meantime, we'll continue to call him Mr. Vice President and wish him congrats on so many years with Northern. For Aaron Holmes, this past year has been a blessing in disguise, saying that all of the time working at home has meant spending quality time with her 3 children, who are dangerously close to heading off to post-secondary. Her perfect Saturday includes spending time with her family, getting outdoors, and if she's lucky, taking a trip down to North Bay to spend some time with her extended family. Erin says her favorite part of working at Northern is the people, whether it's her happy-go-lucky coworkers or the students who she missed dearly while working from home. Congrats, Erin. Northern is proud to have you. When Natalie Blanchette isn't at work, she's with her family, and when she's at work, well, she's thinking of her family. She says they're the most precious thing in the world to her, and her favorite place to spend time with them is out at camp, enjoying relaxing views, the kind of busy work we don't mind doing. And if that doesn't fit the mood, Natalie says she'll head south for sun and fun. As a child, Natalie wanted to be a marine biologist, and to this day, she's still fascinated by any and all underwater creatures. As for her favorite meal, if it's made at home and with love, it's her favorite. Congrats on your anniversary, Natalie. Pat Hamilton is a dedicated member of the Northern College team and is the faculty representative on the college's Board of Governors. She puts the needs of students first and is endlessly interested in learning new things, and in doing so, providing students with a sterling example of what an inquiring mind can accomplish. She leads by example, combining her caring nature with her love of problem solving to the benefit of her students. Her colleagues have nothing but good things to say about her and her contributions to her work at Northern, and frankly, we have nothing but good things to say either. Congratulations, Pat, on this exceptional anniversary. For Richard Callio, the devil is in the details, details that he says can make the biggest difference for anyone starting their time at Northern. And after 20 years here, I would listen. For Richard, involvement is everything. Coming to work with purpose and making the most of the demanding nature of life at Northern can result in the most rewarding of experiences. As for his favorite moments during his time with us, he says it's graduation, specifically the moment a student approaches him to say that his efforts made a difference in their experience. That is the Northern experience right there. Congrats on your anniversary, Richard, and thanks for your words of wisdom. When she isn't presiding over the library at our Haileybury campus, Brenda Morissette spends time quilting and spending time with her family, and depending on the weather, she might be thinking about hitting the links. As a child, Brenda dreamed of being a librarian when she grew up, fitting then that she says her ideal superpower would be speed reading, as she says there simply isn't enough time to read all of the books she'd like to. As for working from home, she says she missed her colleagues, friends, and students, and is happy to be back in her beloved library. Congrats on your anniversary, Brenda. When Brian Nankervis isn't unraveling the mysteries of engineering in the classroom, he's out saving lives as a volunteer firefighter, which is more than I can say about how I spend my downtime. It should come as no surprise then that Brian lists volunteering as one of his primary passions. A perfect Saturday means a great cup of coffee and breakfast with friends, citing his superpower as Clint Eastwood, who apparently he embodies. We're assuming he doesn't get many kids walking across his lawn. Brian is a big fan of the open road with a passion for motorcycles and cross-Canada trips. He isn't a fan of desserts, apparently, so don't offer him a cake to help him ring in this considerable anniversary. He will take a burger, though. Congrats, Brian. According to her colleagues, it's hard to capture the essence of Debbie Nankervis, but they can say that she is an incredibly talented, thorough, and dedicated employee, a gem of sorts. Not only will Debbie get the job done, but she'll get it done perfectly the first time. From coordinating program development submissions to coordinating crucial events, Debbie is a team leader, builder, and player. The full package, according to her boss. We're going all the way up the food chain here with that impressive account, folks. No matter how difficult things become, Debbie keeps it friendly, cordial, and professional. Congrats on this anniversary, Debbie. It is well deserved. Congrats on 30 years with Northern, Brian. Denise Morissette is an institution at Northern. She's a wealth of information and wisdom dedicated to moving us forward and seeing how far we've come. But that doesn't mean she doesn't know how to have a good time, choosing to unwind in the great outdoors, citing her favorite activities as hunting, fishing, four-wheeling, and generally being out at camp. Not that she's working for the weekend, though. Denise can't stress enough her love for her coworkers, saying the toughest part of working from home was not having them around and at the ready if she had questions. Congrats on this anniversary, Denise.
It's incredible how many people stick around in this place, isn't it? I think I was up for an anniversary, but maybe next year. But you know what? This could be my last year too, because as a host, I cannot give awards to myself. Sir, we are filming an award. Oh, Mr. President.
Excuse me, gentlemen. I was hoping to take a few moments of this segment to say a few comments to the staff.
Absolutely, certainly. Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, this is our Northern's immediate past president, Dr. Fred Gibbons, who has led our college for a decade. The floor is absolutely yours, sir.
Thank you so much. In March 2020, global events had a profound impact throughout the world, and no less profound at Northern College. We had to set pause for a few moments as we gathered our thoughts about how to see the academic semester through to completion, to develop an academic completion plan. And then we hit reset. And in a short period of time, our faculty had reinvented themselves. They'd become much more familiar with the technology that would allow for online education. They adapted their traditional classroom pedagogy so that students learning at a distance could have equal success. Our support staff, they rallied as well, and they took what was typically high contact service and developed that for virtual delivery as well. And our administrators, well, they developed a dynamic plan, made all the more fluid by ever-changing, seemingly ever-changing guidelines from province and from medical authorities. But you know what it demonstrated when classes resumed? A resiliency, which has been synonymous, in my estimation, with Northern College. It truly reflected the heart of the staff for the mission that they serve. You know, in 1992, I taught part-time at Northern College, and I did that for 3 years while I was working full-time in business with my brother. And during that 3-year period of time, there was something that I observed. I couldn't quite put my finger on it, but something I observed, something that I felt, that gave me a sense of being drawn closer to the institution. I wanted to become part of it. And indeed, by 1995, I made that decision to leave business and to pursue full-time employment at Northern College. And in the ensuing years, I've discovered just exactly what that sense was that I had. And I describe it this way. We've all experienced joy and elation. As staff members have had babies, as children have grown up and started school, gone away to school, graduated from school, and got married. We'd had a similar sense of elation when we see our students graduate, when they participate in award and bursary ceremonies, when we see on an annual basis at our employee recognition events, staff being recognized not only for years of service, but commitment to the institution and some pretty significant accomplishments of their own. That's the heart of Northern College. And while we've not been able to celebrate many of those things because of recent events, we know that in time we'll be able to enjoy those activities again. But it's really serving the mission of the college and that experience and sense of heart that is synonymous with family for me that has made Northern College so special. So I'd like to say I'm appreciative of almost 30 years of service to Northern College, both on a full-time and part-time basis, and working with some pretty incredible people. We've done some amazing things over the years, and I have every reason to believe that there are many, many good things in store for Northern College looking forward. Thank you very much.
As the leader of the East End Family Health Team, Diane Stringer was integral to expanding the services made available to patients, along with rising to meet the growing demand for quality healthcare in Timmins. After years of dedication, Diane is turning that focus on the thing she loves most, her 4 children and her grandchildren. With a wealth of perfect Saturdays to come, Diane looks forward to sleeping in, reading while enjoying a cup of coffee, and shopping trips punctuated by lunch with her daughters. Retirement also means more time for travel, especially in Europe, where she'll be enjoying her favorite food straight from the source in Italy. Aaron, it looks like there's another fan enjoying Italian food. Congratulations, Diane. Enjoy your retirement and all of this newfound time to spend with family. John Williams plans to enjoy his retirement by taking things easy, saying that means no stress and no panic, just enjoying each and every day as it comes. That might mean heading to his favorite vacation spot in Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic, but for John, enjoyment doesn't mean far-flung tropical destinations. It can mean spending time at his trailer in the bush, relaxing by the lake with his family, or simply puttering around the yard. As for his time at Northern, John says he'll miss the camaraderie with his co-workers, fondly remembering the time that his co-workers dressed up like him. He'll miss his colleagues and the laughs, but at the end of the day, this moment is what life is all about. We thank you for your contributions to Northern and its students. Congrats, John, and best of luck. Cheryl Cooper's plans for retirement are simple: relaxation tempered with some travel and home repairs, rinse and repeat. With her husband Terry by her side and her beloved schnoodle Waldo, Cheryl says the future looks very bright as her favorite sunrises at camp, best viewed from the comfort of the deck surrounded by family, or by a morning fire if the weather is cool. This perfect moment is best followed by a day of fishing, ATV rides, or golf. As for childhood dreams, Cheryl says all she's ever dreamed of was being happy and putting smiles on the faces of her coworkers. Well, Cheryl, that dream was achieved. Congrats on this incredible moment from all of us at Northern. Thank you, and best of luck in your retirement. With 28 and a half years under her belt, Pierrette Fortier is saying goodbye to Northern College, and despite filling many positions in various departments over those years, she says her fondest memories include her time working in the president's office and with the Board of Governors, saying it was beautiful to see all of the efforts of the college and its employees converge at this level. As Pierrette heads towards more free time than she could ever ask for, she says she'll miss the camaraderie with her coworkers, the day-to-day hustle of operations, the packed hallways, and the chatter of students. Something she'll remember as she heads into retirement, eager to make the most of spending quality time with family and friends. Best of luck, Pierrette. You'll be sorely missed. For 32 years, Lad Shaba has been a Northern College institution, a graduate, a professor, and longtime union steward. Lad loves his life in Kirkland Lake, so much so that he spent the last 30 years commuting from KL to our Timmins campus to teach, saying his career has been defined by his dedication to his students, their success, and the contribution to the profession of engineering. Lad's other love in life is volunteering, saying he's lost track of all of the organizations and causes he's donated his time to over the years, but he's most proud of his contributions to the sport of soccer in Kirkland Lake. He is the founding member of the Kirkland Lake Soccer Association, after all, but the one thing he is certain of post-retirement is that his love for volunteering won't change. That's when he isn't playing soccer, camping, and fishing. Thank you for your dedication and your contributions, Lad, and we wish you the best of luck in your retirement. Described by her colleagues as kind and determined with the highest level of integrity, Barbara Kulik is a problem solver. She has helped with the alumni in Northern's International Department, helping to shape policies and procedures with her usual mix of lightheartedness and quick wit, always finding herself helping out in key areas of growth for Northern. Known by her colleagues as easygoing and fun-loving, she dedicated her time at Northern to ensuring students had the best experience possible in Canada. Congrats on your retirement, Barb. You will be missed. In the words of his co-workers, Hala Kulik has always been a breath of humorous fresh air and levity in times of difficulty and stress. This, coupled with his sensible approach to problem-solving, always made him a key member of the Northern College team. Preferring to provide solutions to his colleagues rather than problems, he never left anyone feeling that things were not in capable hands. Congrats on your retirement, Hal. It's time for a well-deserved rest. Northern College thanks you for your contributions.
Well, congratulations to all this year's retirees.
Yes, congratulations on this incredible milestone. You've contributed to the legacy of this institution, and we're thankful for it.
Is that time of the show?
Do you hear it? It's the drum roll. It's the drum roll.
No, it's the facility guys going on their side, but...
Sumit, I'm going to put the drum roll in post-production.
I ruined it, didn't I?
Yes. Yes, you did. But don't worry, I'll edit it out. I wouldn't do that to us.
Well, and now,
It's that time of the show that you've all been waiting for.
the award!
Northern College is pleased to congratulate Muriel Walsh on her Distinguished Service Award. Over the past 10 years, Mimi has worked tirelessly to integrate modern technology and simulation into the nursing curriculum. Dedicated to providing students with the most realistic preparatory training possible, her commitment has resulted in a parade of highly effective and province-leading graduates adapting seamlessly into the world of professional healthcare. This unique approach places students in real-world simulations, helping to prepare them for the stresses and split-second thinking required in such a rigorous field. An approach that has been so successful that other programs at Northern have shifted in this direction to incredibly positive results. Beyond individual simulation, Mimi has worked to bring different programs together, creating multifaceted experiences that show students the realities of working with police, paramedics, and firefighters to deal with real-world scenarios through coordination, understanding, and teamwork to the benefit of all involved. Dealing with a number of different kinds of scenarios, students are taught to appreciate the nuanced response required in the real world. Mimi, you've been a visionary in putting your students and their experience first, thinking outside of the box and taking in the whole picture, using the resources available to you and creating a curriculum that is second to none. This is why we're proud to be Northern and proud to have you on our team. Congrats, Mimi, this award has been well earned. Northern College is pleased to congratulate Dolly Dykins on her Community Volunteer Award. Dolly Dykins has earned a reputation for herself at the Kirkland Lake campus and at Northern College as a whole, as a person who adapts to whatever role she takes on, pushing it further than anyone has before her. As the lead of the Diamond Drill Common Core program with NTD, the graduation rate was 100% for the last few years, and for those who know her, they know it is a direct result of her support for students and their success. Whatever she turns her focus and efforts towards, she does so with empathy, understanding, and the kind of dedication that makes us proud to work for this wonderful institution. But here's the thing, that kind of focus and dedication isn't something that Dolly leaves behind when it's time to go home. This is who she is and how she lives her life. As an example, Dolly spent last Christmas Day planning, organizing, preparing, serving, and delivering over 100 traditional Christmas meals to individuals and families in the Kirkland Lake area. It's astounding. She sacrificed time with her own family to ensure that others had their own perfect Christmas. But believe me, Dolly wouldn't want to talk about this. In fact, she rarely, if ever, toots her own horn. Well, Dolly will sing it from the mountaintops. You're exactly the kind of dedicated, selfless, and kind employee that we take incredible pride in. We're proud of you, Dolly, and your contributions. Congratulations on this award. It is certainly well earned and thoroughly deserved. Thank you for all that you do for so many others. Northern College is pleased to congratulate Jane Petroni on her Innovation Award. As news of the COVID-19 pandemic began to spread as quickly as the virus itself, everyone at Northern sprang into action. Plans needed making, contingencies arranged, and the monumental task of shifting to distance learning in an instant became the primary focus for almost every member of faculty, staff, and administrators. But for Jane Petroni, that was only the beginning of the journey. She was bound and determined to ensure that her social service worker students had everything they needed to succeed. She wrote highly detailed grant proposals that resulted in her students receiving $1,700 in government funding to continue their studies. This allowed students to make childcare arrangements, safely self-isolate, and afford the proper PPE to make sure they could attend internships safely. This not only helped to ease the already incredible strain placed on students during the pandemic, it served as a shining example of how much Northern College cares. We put students first and we work to ensure their success. But Jane's efforts also served to cement key relationships with community partners, aiding to ease safety concerns and ensure that partner agencies received the support they needed to see themselves through the pandemic. It's stories like these of dedication, of going above and beyond the requirements of duty, that make Northern special, and Jane, you are a guiding light for all of us here at the college. You are so much of what makes Northern great. Congratulations on this well-deserved award. Northern College is pleased to congratulate the IT department on its Innovation Award. Where do we even begin? You know them, you love them, they fix your computer, they help you connect to the printer, and of course, they are the team behind what was a monumental and I dare say seamless shift to online learning back in March of 2021. Despite the myriad of challenges they've faced since the outset of the pandemic, our IT team has been on it, constantly shifting focus, learning, and implementing the kinds of changes that kept Northern College running from a distance for over a year and a half, which frankly is more than enough to merit this kind of award. From fully implementing the use of Microsoft Teams as the college's go-to meeting platform in less than a couple of weeks, to working with the Blackboard system to ensure students could seamlessly continue their studies, the IT was on it around the clock for months, working person to person to address issues and provide training and support to thousands of people. While many of us retreated to the isolation of our homes and camps to weather the worst of the pandemic, members of the IT team continued to come to the office, working as safely as possible to keep everything up and running. Smoothly, I might add. This team of 14 rivaled the efforts of colleges with crews more than 4 times the size. They did it with grace, ease, and understanding. This is truly the dream team of IT departments. Did I mention that massive ransomware attack we had earlier this year? These individuals worked around the clock to shore up our digital defenses and ensure that none of our valuable personal and professional data was compromised, and they succeeded in that task. This team is strong, resilient, dedicated, kind, and truly a shining beacon of what we can accomplish when the odds are against us. Truly a metaphor for this small college with a big heart and a knack for succeeding against the greatest of odds. It is with deep gratitude that Northern College wishes to acknowledge and thank Angela Bourgeois, Phil Bowles, Brandon Bra, Anthony Dennison, Trish Francoeur, Alain Grenier, Carrie Jensen, Shannon Johnston, Andre LaFrance, Craig Matheson, Anna Sawicki, and Stephen Scott. Northern College, our staff, faculty, administrators, and students, thank you for your efforts. You guided us through troubled waters and uncertain times, and we are ever so grateful. Congratulations on this well-deserved award. Northern College would like to congratulate Dr. Fred Gibbons on his meritorious award. For 25 years across various positions at Northern, Dr. Fred Gibbons invested his passion, focus, and unique work ethic into the success of this college. Dr. Gibbons took pride in the success of this institution, pouring his unique blend of leadership skills, collaborative style, and a lifelong dedication to advocacy into everything he did with Northern, culminating in his 11-year tenure as president and CEO. Growth and sustainability were always key points of focus for Dr. Gibbons, consolidating his efforts as president around building the kinds of partnerships that would ensure long-term stability for the college, including a focus on distance learning integration. Lifelong learning is a passion for Fred, resulting in a focused effort to keep Northern College looking forward, with accessibility and upgrading services in mind, allowing students and working professionals alike access to the kind of training that results in a broadened skill set and continued relevance in the workplace. As a result of Fred's efforts, Northern is on the firmest footing it has been in decades, a fitting monument to his contributions. Congratulations on this award, Fred. There is no doubt that it is well earned and will serve as only one feature of what will surely be a lasting and impactful legacy.
We really do great work here.
It's true, and what's more, we know how to celebrate those that truly reflect the values that we hold dear.
Absolutely, we do indeed.
I guess there really isn't much more to say at this point.
I mean, not entirely, because we celebrated anniversaries, we celebrated retirements, and those who have gone above and beyond. But we might still be forgetting something.
Oh, you mean that thing where each one of us overcame countless obstacles to continue to deliver on our responsibilities against overwhelming odds?
That's the one.
It's true, we've held 2 graduations during these trying times, seen countless students become young professionals, tested the bonds of friendship, work ethic, and connection, and yeah, we overcame everything that life could throw at us.
That's true, and we're still here, stronger than ever, more determined than ever.
We're Northerners. The good news is that enrollment numbers are up, student satisfaction is high, and innovation is pretty much just what we do here now.
Wait, are you telling me that pandemic was good for Northern College?
No, definitely not, but it clearly showed that we Northerners thrive when the odds are stacked against us.
That's true, that's true. We're like Rocky, right? And COVID was like that Dolph guy. What's his name?
Dolph Lundgren.
Yes,
for
yes.
sure. Exactly. And to be honest, most of the last year and a bit has felt like a montage, but without the Eye of the Tiger soundtrack.
That is so true. You know what? I love that movie. Do you know the Dolph guy is like, he has 2 PhD and super smart.
I know. Did you know that Sylvester Stallone had to stand on milk crates to be the same height?
He was that short.
Yeah, he's that short. He's like 5'7".
Really?
Yeah, he's
Oh my
5'7".
God.
And did you know that he sold his dog to pay for the movie? And then when the movie was a success, he bought it back?
Oh, you know what? Actually, I know about this because somebody talked about it. He paid like $35,000 for the dog, and the guy who bought the dog from him has a part in the movie too, the original Rocky.
And it was the beginning of a career